Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. Today we are being bathed in the radiance of a powerful full moon. This is the third of the full moon festivals of spring. The first is the Passover and Easter full moon, which takes place in the sun cycle of Aries. The second is the Wesak full moon, which takes place in the sun cycle of Taurus. And the third is the Goodwill Festival of Humanity full moon, which takes place in the sun cycle of Gemini. During the full moon in Gemini, humanity usually receives a special blessing from the company of heaven in appreciation for the light we added to the world during the previous full moons. This year, we are being gifted with unparalleled assistance from Archangel Michael. The company of heaven is assuring us that our conscious breathing and our focus this month on helping humanity to assimilate the resplendent light we have received so far this year have accelerated Mother Earth's ascension process in powerful ways. They want us to know this is true even if outer appearances don't seem to reflect that truth. The beings of light have explained the reason for this seeming paradox time and again in an effort to keep us from getting discouraged and giving up. Today they are reminding us of what they have shared because outer appearances make it look as though things are getting worse, which is not the case. The light of God is increasing on earth daily and hourly. As that light penetrates into the core of purity in every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of life, it pushes to the surface every frequency of vibration that conflicts with that light. This includes all of humanity's remaining human miscreations from all time frames and dimensions that are not based in love. It also includes the dark agendas and the painful things still being inflicted on humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth by the self-obsessed and fear-based egos of our recalcitrant sisters and brothers. Our ascension is a wondrous but very complicated process. The only way we can complete our ascension in the light is for our human miscreations to surface so that we can transmute them back into their original perfection with a violet flame. From our perspective in the physical plane, it is impossible to know at any given moment exactly how this surfacing negativity will affect each of us individually or the masses of humanity collectively. Every person is unique, and we are dealing with all kinds of challenges depending on our various life paths. As the negativity surfaces and people are bombarded with all kinds of discordant energy from the mass consciousness of humanity, we respond in a multitude of different ways, depending on our frame of mind at the time, as well as our level of fear or anxiety we may be experiencing. For decades, the beings of light in the realms of illumined truth have been giving humanity powerful tools to protect us and our loved ones from the onslaught of surfacing negativity as the light of God increases on earth. Archangel Michael and his legions of protection have been instrumental in keeping humanity from being overwhelmed by this surfacing negativity. Now, with the quantum shifts that have taken place throughout the whole of creation this year, the light of God is flowing into the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on earth more powerfully than ever before. This means, of course, that the negativity is surfacing at an accelerated pace. The good news is that since the quantum shifts have now been assimilated at a cellular level within the earthly bodies of humanity, the way has been cleared for beloved Archangel Michael to upgrade our force fields of protection to a higher level. To initiate this new level of protection for every person on earth, beloved Archangel Michael, with the approval of every person's I Am presence, will direct one of his mighty fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection to enter and remain within the aura of every person on earth. These selfless messengers of God have been trained to sustain and regulate an invincible force field of God's infinite protection that will encapsulate the earthly bodies of every person on earth. This force field of protection is a scintillating circle of fifth dimensional blue and white light. This circle of protection will prevent any of the negativity that is surfacing from the mass consciousness of humanity from entering our space or interfering with our divine plan. This circle of protection will allow all light to easily pass back and forth through it, but it will deflect away from us any of the surfacing negativity that is not part of our own learning experience. This gift from Archangel Michael and his fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection will allow us to truly experience what it means to be in the world but not of it. On this powerful day, beloved Archangel Michael and his fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection are standing in readiness, awaiting our invitation to gift us with a far more powerful force field of God's infinite protection than we have previously been able to withstand. This force field of light will protect you and me and every person on earth from being bombarded or overwhelmed by the negativity surfacing from humanity's mass consciousness, to be transmuted back into light. If you have the heart call to participate in this opportunity, please join with me now. And we begin. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth. What I invoke for myself this sacred and holy day, I invoke on behalf of every person on this planet, in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. Now, in the name of the almighty presence of God, I am. I invoke beloved Archangel Michael and his mighty fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection. Beloved ones, come forth now. Archangel Michael, in deep humility and infinite gratitude, I ask that you station one of your mighty fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection within my aura and the aura of every person on earth. On Archangel Michael's command, the fifth dimensional archangels descend into the atmosphere of Earth and take their strategic positions within every person's aura. As this occurs, the I Am presence of each person lovingly welcomes this selfless messenger of light. Archangel Michael now directs his archangels to encapsulate the person whose aura they have entered in an invincible force field of God's protection. This force field is a scintillating fifth dimensional circle of blue and white light. Archangel Michael now commands each archangel to regulate and sustain this circle of light, thus preventing any negativity that is surfacing from the mass consciousness of humanity from entering the person's space or interfering with his or her divine plan. Beloved Archangel of power and protection, welcome into my aura. I gratefully acknowledge in my mind and heart the living reality of your fifth dimensional circle of blue and white light, which from this moment forth will enfold me in an ever-expanding force field of God's invincible protection. And so it is. Precious heart, please acknowledge the assistance you are receiving from your Archangel of protection every day. Soon you will be very aware of the difference this gift from Archangel Michael is making in your life and the peace you are feeling. God bless you. I look forward to being with you next week.